Ladies and gentlemen, introducing No Objective Gaming with Aaron and Jordan. Bring it on! Turn that shit up!
Welcome to another episode.
Ladies
Oh
and
my goodness, it's going again.
Introducing
Let's
No
go. Stop, pop,
Objective
stop. Okay, welcome to another episode of No Objective Gaming. This is episode 43. After that, you just wanted to hear it again, didn't everyone? Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no one wants to hear that.
Everyone wants to hear you sing again.
No, they don't.
Oh, that was full on crazy.
What up, Lost Pods?
What's going on? We're going to get this chat working down here as well. So you greet us by telling us what you've been playing this week, Jordan. Tell us.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Fred Durst won't be silenced. That's right, Emily. What have I been playing? Red Dead. Mate, it's all kicking off
Yeah?
on the old Red Dead. I've been... I just started that. Did a nice little two and a half hour stream the other night.
Yeah.
And for the start of the game, such a good game, dude.
Nice,
like just
I started watching a bit of it and I was like, oh, that's cool, man. I can't wait to play it.
oh yeah, man. Are you gonna play the first one? You reckon?
I want to. I've got to because I haven't played it. Never played it once. It'd be a cool thing to see.
Yeah, yeah. Or you Scoob Dogs,
Scuba's here as well, man. Far out.
right?
The whole crew's here today, man, which is
Yeah,
unreal.
The crew
The crew.
is all here. So yeah, played that. Played obviously Overwatch, as well,
Nice.
which was good.
Tell us about this league you've joined, man.
Mate,
What's
I've
this all
joined
about?
the Australian Amateur Overwatch League.
Yeah.
So you join up in a team, and as we're doing some scrims soon, and then we'll once it starts in February. It's a scheduled matches, mate.
Wow, that's awesome.
They're streamed too.
That's awesome. That's sick.
Apparently, I can stream them,
Okay,
I'm
so you're
playing,
allowed to, yeah.
but you have to have like a 3-minute delay. So
A
the
3-minute delay.
yeah,
All right.
which sucks.
So who's this through?
I forgot what it's called. Battlefly.
Battlefly, all right.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's pretty cool,
Yes.
man. I'm keen to see how you go.
I'm
Your
keen
team.
to see how I go too.
Yeah.
I'm playing DPS, man.
That's awesome, though, because that's the easiest way to grind up, and you're good at DPS.
No, but I'm
as
not
well.
grinding. It's a
Oh.
competitive. It's purely.
Does it help towards you?
No.
Oh, so it's just you have to group up and go. All right.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's all. It's all like, what do you call it? It's all a scrim. So like, it means it's all organized, like
Okay.
custom matches, and they don't contribute to your SR. But yeah, dude, seriously, it's gonna be freaking cool, and I hope I can measure up as a DPS at that level. I'm good at DPS, but
But you play support primary, don't you?
yeah, support primarily, but I can play soldier, so hit scan. So like soldier and McCree, I can play pretty decent.
That's cool, man.
But I got to work on it. And at the moment, when we do our Friday night Overwatch, I only play support still, so it's tough. I need to like maybe put some time in my spare time on my other account.
Because what are you playing on Fred Durst, or are you playing on?
I'm in this group on Fred Durst
No way.
because I wanted to when I'm streaming. I want when they're calling out the names because
Yeah.
it is hosted and streamed
Fred
with,
Durst
with
himself,
commentary.
man.
Yeah, Fred Durst. Fred Durst is definitely going to be there.
Oh, that's unreal.
So that's going to be pretty cool.
Oh man, that's unreal. That's so cool, man. I'm so happy that you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool, man.
And
What
yeah,
else?
and
Red
that's-
Dead and Overwatch
Red Dead
and PUBG.
Overwatch and PUBG. Played PUBG with Troy last night. We had a fucking blinder at the end there.
Yeah.
It was real good. We had
Did you get a chicken din? Did
no,
you get it?
we got
Oh.
second though.
Oh no.
Fuck. And I died at somewhere where I shouldn't have, and I stitched us up because I went down outside the play zone, trying to run in, and just because at the end the play zone just smokes you,
Oh, okay.
and so it it smashed me, and then Troy was on his own, and I felt so bad against
Mate.
2 people, a squad, like a duo. So it was tough. He did pretty well, and then right at the end, it just made me. I was so upset for him.
I was watching that, Scoop, and that's crazy, mate. He was versing this crazy hard boss in Bloodborne yesterday on stream,
Yeah,
and it looked way too hard. And I know that defeat as well. I've had that defeat in Dark Souls as well, where you just like you don't beat a boss in the stream at all, and then you go back and do it the next day, and you don't beat it in that stream as well, and you go back for a third day. You feel destroyed, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit.
Oh man, it's
I
horrible.
don't know why you guys do that.
Because when you beat it, it's like freaking heroin. That hit, man. You got to find that hit. Feels good, man.
Yeah, buddy. Well, that's all I played. I didn't play. Oh, we played some Destiny on. We did a draft.
Oh, you did a draft
I
of
did
Star
a
Wars
draft
Destiny.
on
Nice.
we opened a booster box and did a draft, mate, on Wednesday night. Emily and I. It was quality.
That's cool. No chair breaking this time.
No. The chair decided that it would stay up under my heaviness.
Yeah.
And yes, that was pretty fun.
I think it was Beard of Buffalo said he wants to try and find all the clips of you eating while you're streaming and just have you eat and keep eating, and then all of a sudden the chair breaks.
Yeah. Dude, I just can't stop eating in streams, man.
Oh man.
Streaming has to go along with eating. But then again, you know what? It's probably nothing to do with streaming. It's just because eating.
It's gaming, yeah.
It's eating. I just have to eat.
Oh, you are. You're a hungry man.
Like usually when I come over here, last time I think I had a muffin when I came over.
It's the first time you haven't brought food
Yeah, I
over.
know. I'm like, fuck.
But when we finish, he's going to be pissed off because he's hungry.
I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm dying, and you're like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
After the podcast,
It happens all the
every
time. Yeah. That's sick, man. Well,
what have you been doing?
I played Dark Souls 3. I don't know where I am. I honestly don't know how far.
You're in a studio with me, mate. It's
I'm in a
okay.
studio, but in that game, I don't know. I got to this last boss in this area, and they were all telling me, just stop it here, just stop the stream here. And I went, oh, well, I'll click on this last thing and go in. It was another boss fight, and I died. And I went, well, that's it. I'm not going to play anymore until next week. But I don't know if that's the end boss or the end of the main game before the DLC. I'm not too sure.
That was
but-
quick.
I don't know if I've missed probably a lot of bosses, because that's the thing. You miss all the side bosses by accident because they're all hidden around. And after playing so many Dark Souls games all back to back, it's hard to kind of keep exploring in every nook and cranny in each map.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm getting all screwed over. I'm just like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, not feeling it.
Nah. But other than that, I played some Lost Sphere.
I did see that. Yes.
Shitey
game.
Look, when I was streaming it, I thought it was shit. I thought it was so bad because it's just not one of those stream-friendly games. It's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of just not really doing anything for anyone watching as such. So I was like, I don't know. I wasn't having fun. But then yesterday, turned it on by myself and had a great time. I played it for like another probably 5 hours by myself, just sitting on the couch, sun playing around, and I was just like sitting there just going through the story. And it's not a bad game. It's just an old traditional JRPG, and they are hard to stream, I think, just from the amount of dialogue and the amount of downtime you have before battles. Which is not everyone's cup of tea anyway, especially since I've been playing so much Dark Souls. And then I go play this and everyone's like sitting there going, so when's the fighting going to happen? And I'm like, we're building up the story. But
Yeah.
And yesterday I also played What Remains of Edith Finch. Played a bit of that because it won so many awards last year. So I had to give it a go.
Yep.
It's okay what I've played so far. I didn't expect it to be the story it was. Like I didn't know what I was in for when I turned it on. And it's like you go to your old family home after something bad happened and your families are now dead and your mum gave you this key and you start exploring this house that's been there for 150 years of your own generation. So yeah. But other than that, yeah.
What's up, Tigger?
Yeah, Tigger.
He was on last night.
Yeah,
He was
Tigger
like,
the
You're
Green.
not Aaron.
Nah, Mad Dog. He's hanging around.
Yeah. So did you? So you enjoyed it so far?
What Remains of Edith Finch. It's very arty.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that when you walk around, the writing kind of like you're walking into the writing and that disappears as you walk through it.
yeah.
So I kind of like that kind of style. The story is very unusual. It's very supernatural. So there's lots of weird things that happen to these people when they die. But I don't know if they're all tall stories. of their deaths. So like one of them,
Mm.
one of like the little girl at the very beginning, because it's not spoiling much, because it's the first thing you see. She's like, she died when she was like 6 or something like that. But she said she went to bed hungry because her parents sent her to bed starving because she was naughty. So they said, no dinner for you, and went. And so she was walking around and she said she was so hungry, she started eating everything. And then she turned into a cat. And then she chased a bird and then ate the bird. And then she turned into, she turned into a shark. And then she swam through the water and she ate all the fish. Oh, she ate a seal. And then she turned into a monster. And then she started eating humans. And then she ended up back in her room. And then she said, the monster is under my bed. And then she was dead. So it's
Okay.
weird things like that. It was real weird. You died when you're 6. It sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It was really interesting. I'm keen to get into it more, but it's going to be just random little sporadic streams when I do that because I'm going to be focusing on my hard Soulsborne series of games anyway. Do it! But yeah, that's about it.
Because you're on to Demon Souls after this.
Demon Souls and then Bloodborne. So, yeah. And then
Damn.
And then, I don't know, I made my mind up and I said I'm going to go back through New Game Plus and I'm going to be sinking more into the lore of this game. So it's
Okay.
going to be more trying to pick everything apart and actually try and understand the game story and go through 1 to 3 back to back instead of going 2, 1, 3 like I did. But now
Yeah.
that I'm playing 3, I'm getting all these callbacks from 1 because 1 is like the biggest 3 is the biggest callback to 1. So you go back to all the old areas and you're like, oh, there's Analondo. Oh no, the
So-
blacksmith was there. He's dead.
So the order
it's
you
like-
played it in almost lends
It
itself.
worked, yeah. But the
Ah.
fact with number 2 is you go away to try and fix the hollowing. So everyone's going hollow, and you need to go and try and fix the hollowing. That's what number 2's all about. So
Right.
yeah. But yeah, anyway.
Yes.
good fun. Other than that, I've been just plodding away, streaming, just having fun. Oh boy, it's Analondo. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
No, it's just great. I don't know. You should play it, Jordan. I can't wait till you play the Dark Souls remake or remaster. I can't wait till you play that, dude.
Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, because you've got to play it for your top 50
Well,
games.
yeah, I
man.
guess Dark Souls. Obviously, I've got Dark Souls 3, but I don't.
No,
It's
Dark
not
Souls
in the,
1. Yeah, you
It's
can-
not in the 50. Dark Souls 1 is
Yeah,
in the 50.
that's what I mean. The Dark Souls
Yeah.
remaster. You're going to play that.
I'm sitting across from him, Tigger.
Yeah.
I'm looking into his sweet, sexy eyes.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like across the room. Just think of like all the gear is on a coffee table and we're talking across from it.
Yeah.
That's
All the
about it.
gear.
Yeah,
All the bits and pieces.
all the bits and pieces.
So yeah, I'll be definitely doing that after. I'm not sure what I'll do after. I'll put up another poll, I think, for after Red Dead.
yeah,
But that's a long game.
yeah, it would be.
It's fucking.
It's a
long. And I'm
Rockstar
gonna
game.
and I'm gonna mash it too. I'm gonna go into do some all the side quests, not all the side quests, but a shit ton of side quests.
Just
and-
the sum. Yeah.
yeah, because like those Rockstar games like that, like they're basically RPGs,
Oh, really?
except without the skills. Like it's just massive stories and you just upgrade stuff. New guns, new clothes, and new horses, and I think the next one's going to be unbelievable. What's up, Big Papa?
Big Papa Sand 360 Gaming.
So no, it's just two sofas across from each other, Tigger.
Yeah.
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 Looking into his sweet eyes, just
Yeah.
there he is, buddy.
It'd be
there.
cool having a big round horseshoe one. That'd be awesome.
Mate.
Mm.
I'm thinking when we move into this new house, I'm like, I want to see what we got a big shed out the back,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
A big man shed.
It's a big man
Yeah,
shed,
yeah.
like for doing up your car,
for old
mate.
granddads, mate. That's
for doing
what,
up your car. And I don't care because I hate vehicles.
Gonna do your Commodore up, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in my bloody
your
Commodore
VL
wagon.
Commodore.
So I'm thinking maybe there's some stuff I want to do. Maybe buy like an air conditioning unit and figure some stuff out. But we'll see. I'm thinking about some stream set up in there versus in the house because the rooms in the house are a bit small. But also we'll just see.
Stream cave.
Stream cave, mate. Just dude cave out in
Yeah.
the shed.
Be good. Get away from the missus. Jump in the
So-
stream cave.
Mate, she's pretty cool. She'll come out. I've talked to Emily soon last night. She
Yeah.
might do some streams with me soon.
That's cool. I've been thinking I really should get my wife on and we'll play
Yeah.
like Mario Kart or Donkey Kong, and you can
Course.
see how good she is
Yeah.
compared to me.
Well, everyone did in
Yeah.
the 24-hour stream. Everyone saw.
She was killing it, and I'm just getting smoked all the time. I can't do it. I'm not as bad as Jordan, but yeah.
Okay.
On the retro,
That
when the
was-
retro games done shit, that was really bad.
Hey man, I fucking smoked your ass at Goldeneye. So
You
don't
did,
even,
you
don't even
cooked
talk. Don't talk shit, man. Don't talk shit.
Those
unless you wanna
retro
bring-
games done bad
I'm
by
gonna bring up that stuff.
either one of us. Yeah.
So this week, do the old where people can find us.
Oh yeah, you want to know?
Do that
Do you want
quickly,
to know?
and then we've got a new game.
All right, okay. You can follow us at Facebook at No Objective Gaming, Twitter at No Objective Game, Twitch at No Objective Gaming AU, where people are watching us live right now and joining in the conversation. We've also got a Discord that you can click on the link just below the Twitch channel, and we should probably spam it out each week on our social media accounts, but I just never get around to it. And we've got a YouTube, which is No Objective Gaming, which is the dumping ground from Twitch, so there's nothing that good on there. And we're also got Instagram at No Objective Gaming.
We should just remove YouTube from that list.
Yeah,
Like,
YouTube gone.
Yeah, we have one if you want to go and find
Yeah,
it.
if you want to see some past stuff that we did a long time ago, it's on there.
So we heard your calls.
Yeah.
To muck around.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have any suggestions for the show, please jump in the Discord.
We've still got to come up
and-
with a name for this game, and then we should make a little jingle for it.
Yeah, a name. For,
Yeah.
true.
A name and jingle
I didn't
for this
name
little
it.
game.
I just went, this is a game.
This is a cool little game we can play.
Okay, so with the chat, you guys let us know in Discord what you'd like us to do. If you have any suggestions for the show, please get in the Creative Ideas Discord section and let us know what you think. Okay, so
The Bearded Skeptic is a better YouTube channel. That's
I
Jordan's.
would strongly suggest going to that one over our one.
Yeah.
I think the content might actually be better.
Yeah.
So what you can find is if we all know that EB Games or you know,
GameSpot or wherever you have.
wherever you are in the world, you can trade in your games, guys. You can trade them in. Did you know that? And EB will give you a fair price.
Oh yeah, fair price.
They're a great, massive corporation that will help you out. The little guy, they'll definitely help you out. They won't mark up your game by 1,000% whatsoever.
No way. They don't want to make money off your pre-owned games.
No, that's not how it works. They
Yeah.
just want to help you out. So take your games down to EB.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a few games I want to get rid of. Okay.
Okay.
And I just, I gave him a call and I said, how much would I get for these 4 games? So I've got 4 games here.
And we're talking about in Australian dollars too, so not US dollars.
Yeah,
yeah.
Aussie dollars, man.
Yeah, Aussie.
Aussie,
Yeah.
Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar's fallen against
Yeah.
the greenback.
Oh man.
And
Chainmail's still up as well.
what a boss!
Look at that. Look at that cat. We're in the
that cat.
That cat.
So we challenge you to get these trade-in values correct for
Yep.
these games.
All right.
So we'll give you, after we say them, we'll have a little chat about the game and stuff because it takes time because it's stream delay.
Yep.
Everyone let us know what you think EB Games in Aussie dollars would give us for this game. What do you think they said?
Yeah. What do you think is a reasonable price
What-
that they said that
Yeah.
they're willing to
what,
give you?
what they're willing to
Yeah.
give back to their gaming community.
Yeah.
Okay.
After you bought a full price game.
That's right. After you paid $60 for a full price game. So, Dishonored on PS3. What do you think
Oh,
they're going to give me for my copy of Dishonored on PS3?
Dishonored on PS3.
So
huh?
Aaron will give us the first answer, and then you guys in the chat let us know what you think as well.
Well, I know how they work over there. Depends on how many copies they've got in their stock, isn't it? Scuba said $6.
$6.
You can just put on.
75% of a US dollar.
Okay, yeah, 75%.
is average. Yeah.
So take off 15%. Oh, what was it on PS3? Did you say?
Yep.
PS3.
Oh, SEK. I assume that's Swedish currency.
I'd say $5.50. That's what I'm gonna say.
$5.50.
Yeah, $5.50.
$5.50. All right.
Okay.
Podfile says $18.
Alright.
For Dark Souls.
I don't know what 50 sec is. $2.
Tigger says $2.
Yeah.
Real Zach says 5.
Yeah.
5 schmeckles. That's right. 5 schmeckles.
Mm.
All right. So they informed me they were very pleased to offer me $2 store credit
Oh!
or $1.44 Australian.
Oh.
So $1.44. We're going off what they're going to give me in cash.
Oh, that's just yuck.
$1.44. Okay. Oh,
$1,
potties.
$1.44.
$1.44.
So if you wanted to buy some drugs on the street, mate, and you wanted to trade it in games, it's not viable.
no, unless you're going to steal houses constantly. Yeah.
The drinks on.
$1.
I don't even know if you could buy a drink for $2 Australian.
You could get a nice
a Pasito can from.
from the local takeaway shop. I don't even think that's still like $3 from there.
Oh, that's ridiculous. You might be able to get
$1.44.
$1 snag from Bunnings.
So Emily sees me going to all these EB games all the time and look through their pre-owned section.
Well, so
And-
while we're here, why don't we have a look? Why don't we have a look and we see what they're selling it for?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we might as well. We'll go on to EB Games and we'll have a look because I'm really keen to see how much they actually are selling it for.
So while you look it up there, I'll get you the next game.
Okay.
All right, guys. Next one. What did they offer me for FIFA 16? on
FIFA 16.
PS4. PS4, FIFA 16. What do you think they offered me? No.
No, it's just Dishonored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think they offered me for FIFA 16, PS4? You know, it's mint condition because, mate, I tell you what, I look after my games.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh!
So they're selling Dishonored for $18 pre-owned.
So that's 1,800% markup.
Oh my god.
Well, not actually. It's probably more like 1,500.
that is
$1.40.
yuck. $18.
Switch back to the chat.
Yeah, all right, we'll jump back over.
We said fuck EV games to the fiery depths of hell.
So what was the next game? It didn't process
FIFA
in my head.
16.
FIFA 16.
PS4.
I would say since the last one, I'd say $1.25.
Okay.
All right.
Lost Pod 5 says $3.
All right, right.
Emily says a slap in the face. Big Papa says $4.50. Real Zach said that's only got to be $1 then.
Yeah, $1. Yeah,
'cause,
exactly.
Yeah. Chainmail Liam said they're all rip-off merchants. Game in the UK is going under.
Yeah, we had Game here for a while.
Yeah, Game left.
Yeah, Game was gone. Well, it was pretty good. I like the guys that worked there, but not so much the price of things.
No, I didn't realize it was a British company. Okay. They said to me they're happy to give me $3 store credit and $2.40
What?
for a PS4 game.
So they're giving you more money for... Okay,
No,
fair
no.
enough. It's a PS4 game.
Yeah,
but
a
it's
dollar more.
Ah,
$2.40.
$2.40.
Yep. Yeah, man, JB Hi-Fi. Yeah.
Far out.
$2.40.
So what is it? FIFA 16?
So very close, yes.
On PS4, they're selling for $18 a game.
$18
So they're
a game.
losing more money on that game.
Who's losing money?
EB Games, they're not making as much profit as they should be.
Oh,
Compared
they're
to
not
what they
losing.
offer.
Right,
Yeah, is that
okay.
and the
I'm
other
sure
one.
they have. Oh, well, I think they'll be okay, Aaron.
Yeah, they might be all right. I don't know.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see if their stock drops after that one. Halo 4 on Xbox 360.
Oh.
Obviously, it's on Xbox 360. It's not.
I'm going to mark that one up a bit higher because I think a lot of people are holding on to that game because they still enjoy it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yep.
I don't know. But I'm going to say...
Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
I'm probably going to put it at... Well, everything else is so low, so I'm going to put it at $4.25.
All right. $4.25.
$4.25.
Scuba said 50 cents for Halo. Oh, fuck.
They gave you free stuff. How did GameSpot stop give you that? How did they give you that?
Big Papa says $7.
$7.
They gave you free stuff because you're a girl. That's
Oh,
discrimination,
yeah, yeah.
mate.
I'm going to go in there and complain. Say, I'm a man.
Tigger
I'm a
said he got
hairy
it.
man.
Tigger said he got £1 for Gears of War 3. £1.
£1. What can you buy with £1, Tigger?
Real Zach's at $1. Ride
Again?
and Storm, yeah. It does annoy you. Yeah, I think it annoys just about everyone. I think you're honestly better off like eBay selling them or like
yeah.
Trading Post / Gumtree if you're in Australia.
Yeah. Or whatever they got over there.
Chainmail's hairy like us. Good man.
Yeah. Hairy men.
All right, they gave me $3.20.
$3.20.
So that's actually pretty. It's an older game.
What did I say
And it-
again? I said $3.25.
And then you said
yeah.
four-
Oh, $4.25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So close.
Far out.
It beat FIFA 16 and Dishonored. It should probably beat those games.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, $3.20
What the
for
hell?
a game that you probably paid quite a bit for.
Oh, man, I bought that on release. And
Halo 4.
They're selling it for $24 pre-owned.
There you go. So they're 6 times what they'll give you. More than 6 times. It's
That-
almost 8 times.
What are they doing? Like, this is crazy. I've been down there once before. I went down to EB Games and I said, I've got this game here. I want to trade in. And they said, oh, sorry, we can't actually give you any money for it but you can give it to us for free if you want. And I'm like, no, why would I give you anything for free? I'll take it home and leave it in my collection. Yeah.
2%. Yeah, it's amazing for that game.
Wow.
All right, last one.
Last game. Last game for the
Last one.
game.
This one's a bit more. This one will throw you for a loop, I reckon.
All right, go.
Destiny 2
Oh,
on
yes.
Xbox One.
Okay, so I traded this in 3 weeks or 4 weeks after launch, and I had a 50% extra bonus credit or whatever, and I ended up getting $43. That was 3 weeks after launch on this game. That's how
There you
much I
go.
gave it back.
So everyone work that out. Go ahead and do the maths on that.
So how much does it depreciate over
Yeah.
what 4 months after
Yep.
that point? I don't know.
For a £45 game, absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that's right, Tigger. 12, Chainmail
$12.
Liam says.
All right.
He's going high.
He's
Yeah,
chucking it
going
high.
yeah. Right, yeah, you got to do it.
Oh, I'm going to put it as $17.
$17,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm going to go high as
17.
well, Chainmail.
12, yep. Zach
Is
says
it
15.
Yep.
Yeah, also, by the way, if anyone ever gets it perfectly correct, I will just say it. I will say, you've got it right.
Yep.
I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not going to give you
And we're going to
suspense.
work out something if
420
plays.
Yeah.
We've got to figure out something like to give away if they do get it exactly right, because
Oh,
these
if someone
figures
got
are
it.
because these are crazy to.
They're pretty
pick.
they're
Yeah.
very like they got decimals. A lot of
Yeah.
them have decimals. So Emily's on the right track with the 420.
420.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That power, man. All right. They gave
All right.
me. Well, they're gonna give me.
What are they
when
gonna
I
give
head
you?
down
Yeah,
there
yeah,
with
well-
my Xbox One
Yeah,
game?
you said I'll be down there soon.
I
Not.
did
Yeah.
on the phone call with I'll see you soon.
And
Sorry.
she's like, "Sweet, awesome."
Yeah. Oh, you're such a thank you so much.
Give away my Halo 4. I could do that.
Yeah, $1.40 EB store credit. There you go. That's what you win.
Yeah.
$14.40.
$14.40.
$14.40.
Oh, so what are they offering for that?
There you go. Look up Destiny 2. Yeah.
Pre-owned. It's got to be pre-owned. $68. They're still.
Holy fuck.
That markup. I bought the game brand new for $62.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's right. So right.
$62 I bought that game brand new, and they're trying to sell it to me pre-owned for $68.
Look at the full cost of it.
The full cost is $49. What? What is EB Games doing over there? How does this work? It is a manager's special for the weekend, but still, you can buy a brand new version of this game cheaper than you can buy the pre-owned. And
Why
that-
would you buy either of them?
Yeah. Why would anyone buy this game?
Yeah,
now?
it was Zach when you said 15. I was like, ooh, he's
Oh,
so close. If you nailed it.
mate,
So I reckon
that's ridiculous.
if you do get it correct, we do have shirts, but please don't necessarily buy them if you're not in America,
Yeah.
because the shipping is really expensive.
I don't know what it's like for the people in Europe because it
Yeah,
might be
not-
a bit closer for them.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. But
But
we've got some
it's-
shirts on Teespring.
It's really expensive. But what we'll do, if anyone ever gets it 100% correct, we will send you a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, do games get especially airdropped in Australia? Very expensive. Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh,
right?
it's crazy, man. The price of games over here are ridiculous. So we buy most of our games from a European store called Oz Game Shop.
Yeah.
And they're
Which
really
comes
good.
from England, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, when they're ridiculously cheap, like brand new games, like
Mm.
$52. I'm like, this is sick. This is what it should be. But yeah.
Yeah, Ryden, I think you're right. It just does it for 14 and 15. Everything over here is expensive.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Man, have you ever parked in
Because
that?
we earn good money here.
But not for the parking prices in Maya Center.
Well,
Come
why
on.
would you park there?
You
why
know,
would you do that?
I've done that once before. I'm like, oh, I've parked here and it's like $13 for the night. I didn't know the price of during the day. This is when I was like 19, right?
Mhm.
I drive in there and I'm like, I just need to grab a few things from the city. Drove in there, was there for a maximum of 2.5 hours, man. 2.5 hours. They stung me with $52.
How is that acceptable?
$52 to park in the city.
So you basically said, you went in there and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to buy this game that I really want.
yeah,
I'm actually, you know what? Instead of that,
I'm just
going
going to pay for parking.
I'm going to pay for parking.
Ridiculous.
That's fucking insane,
yeah,
dude.
it's nuts. And I was just sitting there going, well, I'm absolutely gutted. I would just leave my car here.
JML, I eat beans even though I do pay that. So
Yeah.
eat beans anyway. It's good for you.
I didn't even know. My car was probably not even worth that much at the time.
Ryden's got
Yeah.
it right there.
Yeah.
Pirating capital of the world. That's right.
They are. We are. And, we all do it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, let's get on to it.
Anyway, that was we'll do that again next week. Aaron's gonna host that one next week.
I'm going to pick out some cool games. I'm going to try and pick out some really expensive games and see how much they give you, like real classic expensive games. Well, as far back as they would sell.
Yeah.
So you know how you can find like some of those remasters that are Japanese titles, and they're really expensive because you can't
Be careful
find them.
with how many of those you do, because
Yeah.
people won't know what
No,
those
no.
games
I'll
are.
do some normal ones too. Yeah, not all Japanese
Okay.
hard titles.
We'll do some normal ones.
Just some.
Tacitly
Yeah.
admitting there that they're fucking retarded, not normal games that he plays.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the new games, hey?
Yeah.
What came out this week? It was pretty good.
Was it though?
Well, Monster Hunt. I've even got the Metascore on the side here as
Oh,
well.
wow.
So
You've done your homework.
yeah, I did my homework a little bit. So this game called Shu came out. It's like
Shu.
Shu.
Issue.
It's a platformer. It's coming to it's Nintendo, so it's a Switch game, and that got rated 76 on Metacritic. So I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
it's not that good.
Yep.
Lost
Sphere?
Sphere. That's one I was playing at the beginning of the week on Switch. If anyone wants to know what that was, that got rated 76 as well on Metacritic, and I think IGN reviewed it at 6.9. So it was pretty bad, to be honest.
Not great for a big, expensive game.
Yeah. Iconic, whatever that is.
Iconoclast.
Yeah, Iconoclast. Yes, that was 82 on Metacritic. I don't know what that kind of game is. I don't know what it is, but if anyone wants to go research it, they can. We got Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I know a lot of people that were keen for this game. I know that Moo Cow Chicken was asking about it. He said, if I'm either going to get this or Monster Hunter World.
Okay.
And I know Aaron, he was keen as. He said this is all he wants to do is play this game and stream. That's all he wants to do. But I don't know if he did. And that got 88 on Metacritic so far. Monster Hunter World came out this week as well. And that got awesome reviews, man. It's currently sitting at 91 on Metacritic.
Wow.
And people are raving about it like mad. Chainmail was streaming that this morning. So go check out his stream if you want to go see how it plays, it works. The timer is still there. So there still is timed events that you have to do. But I think there's a different area where you can walk around where it's not timed and you can craft and cook food and all this other stuff. So I still don't know about that game. I got turned off about the time limit that you can spend in each area. I didn't like that at all.
There's a time limit?
So there's time limits on certain things you can do. So you go and I have to hunt this one creature, and you on the beta you had a 20-minute timer, and that was pretty much if you just ran to the boss, killed it, and left, you would just kill it. If you want to do other exploring, you'd fail the mission. So that's the thing that turned me off, and I don't know if it's still in the game, but yeah. And
I mean, that sucks because you can't get into the game. And also, it takes you out of the immersiveness because you got this big fucking clock on your screen.
Well, it's up on the top, and then it randomly flashes up. You got 5 minutes left, and you're just like, far out. Are you kidding? Like, I mean, when Scuba and I were playing it, we're just like, what the hell is this all about?
That's shit.
Why?
That would piss me off.
And we're like, we haven't even found the boss yet, or we've been exploring. Like, what the hell?
Rubber Biz and Scuba definitely want to play it. Oh, well, Scuba doesn't necessarily. But
Yeah.
Rubber Biz said she wants to get it really bad.
But she must stay strong and not give in to peer pressure. So I don't know.
Chainmail reckons it's overrated. Interesting.
What's that? The
Monster Hunter.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what I thought. And I was watching other streamers like Access to Profanity that I really like, and they're just going, "This game is amazing," and I'm like, "Why? Tell me why." I didn't play any other Monster Hunter games, so maybe that's
Did he tell you why?
No, he didn't. He's got too many thousands of people watching him, so he doesn't get back to chat. So.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
as in. Did he
he's
explain?
just more saying, "Oh, how beautiful does it look? How good does this look? Oh man, this is so much better than the old handheld game one and all the stuff." And it was just like it's just expanded on that, so every Nintendo fan can just lose their mind over this.
Okay.
So
Sure.
yeah, but anyway, and then there was this Subnautica, whatever it is, Nautica. That came out as well. And I saw Lost Pod File streaming that the other day too. So
yeah,
looks
it came
interesting.
Out early access, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that got rated 91 on Metacritic as well.
Yes.
So overall, pretty good reviews for the last two.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z, 88. That's not bad. Like anything in the 80s is usually good as well.
Yeah, well, 88, I think, is what Horizon Zero Dawn got. So if they're saying it's as good as Horizon Zero Dawn, in terms of your value for money, then yeah,
Yeah. Oh, and you loved Horizon. You said that was the best
No.
game you played last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Chainmail says it's great. Solid 8 out of 10. Clunky controls that take a while to get used to. That's frustrating, but oh well.
Yeah. What's
Skipper
it-
says, and you have to explore between missions to find all those campsites and to get upgrades.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. That's how I felt.
So you have to do that in that timed part?
Well, that was in the beta, so I don't know if that's happened in the main game. I don't know if you go back to a base and then you can craft your items, cook your foods and all this kind of stuff, and then go off on a mission again. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
I didn't get to see enough of Chainmail's stream to really grasp what's actually happening and what's changed from the beta.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways.
News.
Let's get into the gaming news, hey?
Do it.
Oh, yeah. So not much really happened this week in news, I don't think.
No?
No. When I was looking through it, I was just like, no, is that really? Is that it? Is that
Is that
it?
it?
But yeah, anyway, let's get into the gaming news.
This is a no objective gaming news update.
Yeah, Scuba loved Horizon Zero Dawn, didn't he? Far out. You were the first person that raved all about that to us. And that you kind of triggered it in Jordan's head to play it.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah, that's the one. All right, this game, right? This game came out this week, and it's about the Great Emu War that took place in Western Australia back in 1932. I didn't even know this was a thing, right? That there was all like basically some of the military got together and a couple of these people had to cull emus, and they just went around and killed a whole stack load of emus through Western Australia because they were pests.
Yeah.
And some dude made a game on this, man.
So it's not really it was not really a war.
No, but they call it the Great Emu War if you go and research it as
Fuck
well.
yes.
And it's so weird. And so they actually have made this game, and I've only got they've got one screenshot of what it looks like. It's just a flash game. It looks god awful too. But we'll chuck it up on stream so you guys can see it as well.
The Great Bloody Emu War, mate.
The Great Bloody Emu War. You can't really see behind Jordan's thing, but there's an emu running in the background there. It's god awful, but you know, if you're Australian, you might get a bit of a kick out of it
Bloody
to see
Aussie,
the
mate.
Emu War, mate. And what
you
about
could play it.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Why not?
I think it's free as well. So
Why
if
don't you play it
anyone's
right now?
play it right now,
click
I
it.
think you still have to download it. So then
Are you
I'd have
sure?
to, yeah.
Can't you
'Cause-
click on a link there somewhere?
Yeah, no, this is it. You have to download it from here.
No.
Yeah. Oh, we got some more photos here too. We can
Oh, there we go.
Some more.
Whoa!
look at that blood, mate. This is gory as all hell.
Fuck yeah.
Check out. Oh, not that one. This one here. Check out that,
Oh.
mate. But they reckon it's a cross between Hotline Miami, so it feels like that.
Oh,
So it's real
that's
quick
sick.
and
Hotline Miami with emus.
with emus. What else is there? Let's see this one. Oh man, look at that! You just run into them, just slaughter Australian soldiers.
Music was actually written and created in Logic Pro. There you
Oh really? Look at that! People actually know this. That's sick.
go. Wow. All right.
Let's get into the next
Too
piece.
bloody for you.
Too bloody.
Meanwhile, playing Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Where you get covered in it, mate.
you are covered in it in that game. Far out. All right.
Emus kept decimating crops, which is why they put the bounty on them. Put a bounty on them. It's like
Bounty.
fucking Boba Fett over
A
here.
bounty. It's sick that you know about the Great Emu War. I never knew about it at all until I read this. I mean, what the frick is this all about? Is this legit?
The military failed to kill them. Okay.
Oh, so they.
Hot no-fly Amy. Nice, Zach. The puns, mate.
Oh, all the puns. All right. You know how thousands, millions of people get into this cryptocurrency stuff at the moment, right?
Yes.
And Jordan just always cringes every time I mention something about cryptocurrency or mining or anything like that.
It's just the mention of it. I don't have a problem with it. It's just the talking about it.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
It's just
It's just funny. Anyway, yeah.
Well, this has been a bad thing for PC gamers because basically it has pushed up all the prices for graphics cards and RAM. And they've jumped up almost $200, man, over here, just from the lack of supply because these miners have been buying 26 to 100 at a time and clearing shelves from
What?
graphics cards. Yeah. And so these guys over here at, where is it? Forgotten. The PC Part Picker website.com. They've actually made a little graph of what it was like in August 2016 all the way up to December 2017, and it shows the price jumps at the certain points in
For
time when
1060
Yeah,
for
and-
6 gigabytes.
Yep. And this happened when the spikes came for Bitcoin. So the first major spike started happening in June, and then the next massive spike happened in November, and a month after it shot up. So you can see the price difference. So it's gone from 285 thereabouts for a 1060 US dollars all the way up to 475 almost.
Fucking idiots.
In a matter of like less than probably 6 months, it's done that jump.
That's really
And
annoying.
you can see here for that basically almost a year, it all kind of stayed the same.
Dude,
until
280
then.
for a 1060? Fuck, why the fuck do I still have a 960? I would pay 280 for a 1060
That's
any day of
US
the
though
week.
too.
Oh,
Okay, so you got to factor in that.
yeah.
So however much more we pay.
Probably about another 100.
But yeah, and that's just for that. There is just 4 graphics cards, and then you can see the jump for RAM. So this is the jump for RAM here. It's gone from around 65. This is for what's that? 4 times 4. Yeah,
Oh, so 16 gig
16
of
gig.
DDR4.
So it's gone and jumped up dramatically from around what's that? About it's probably $75, $80 there, all the way up to over 220.
Dude, I fucking upgraded my PC not too long ago. I shouldn't have
Yeah,
done
so
that.
it's a bad time to buy parts at the moment just because of that. Like the actual increase of people buying the stuff is causing the stock to be low, which increases prices, which is annoying and bad at the same time.
Oh, dude, Ryden's talking about people who are hacking to make money out of YouTube ads.
Oh wow,
God damn.
that's insane. Glad you don't need to upgrade yours. I do need to upgrade mine, so now I'm going to do a little workaround with my stream to get a bit better. So
Yeah.
I got like another computer sitting on the ground. I'll upgrade the CPU in that one because it's a higher generation than my PC, and have a 2 PC setup. So it might take me a while to get that configured and working properly, but it's a bit of a pain. So that's a bit of sad news, I guess, in the
Yeah.
world of gaming, seeing
bloody annoying, mate.
bloody pissing me off. But
Fucking flaming mongrel.
okay, so back in 2016, Twitch announced they're going to take action against 7 of the most active selling viewer bots for Twitch, right? So people use these, they can increase their amount of viewers they see on their channel, and it looks good for them on the surface, but when they're just spamming random little comments that don't mean anything, they're not that good.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, Twitch won, and they have to pay Twitch 1.3 million for damages to their platform, because apparently these companies are stating as well, if you're partnered, you can make ad revenue off these bots.
Shit.
And so they could make up to 760 US a month off viewer bots
Well,
if you
that's not-
stick them on your account.
That's not nothing.
Yeah.
It's not enough to live off, but
No, but it's a fair bit of money on top of what you're making already off Twitch when you're partnered.
Yeah,
so
that's just the ads.
yeah. So good on them, Twitch, for finally taking them down. They have to basically shut down their websites and pay Twitch that amount in so many weeks. But
Oh, damn.
yeah, that happened this week. So they finalized on the 22nd. So good on them. I'm happy they've done that. I don't know what's going on in chat because I can't read it. A few weeks ago, I'm like,
Who said my viewers?
my viewers,
Oh no, my viewers.
all your viewers are gone. You know how a while back I was talking about the CPU for Intel, how they had that massive security hole, and it meant hackers could get into your computer through the CPU's cache or cache. Cache. Well, don't update it. Don't do their latest patch to fix this issue because it's randomly shutting down everyone's computers at random times. So
What
it's
the hell?
it's flaky as all hell. Intel has done a bad thing of releasing an update, a patch that is not stable, and it also decreases your CPU processing power to what was it, from something like 5 to 30%.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's bad. Intel's definitely hurting at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I reckon a lot of people are going to be jumping over AMD until this is fixed and until the
enough.
next generations of CPUs come out. Because AMD is in top now with this. So, what else we got here? But it's called the Spectre patch, so don't update that Spectre patch. All right, this week, this was a big piece of news, and I don't know if Twitch is hurting over this or what, but anyway, Facebook announced they have an exclusive streaming deal with ESL.
Mm-hmm.
So that means Facebook's going to be taking all ESLs, like any broadcast they do, and it's only going to be played on the Facebook Live application software. So you'll only be able to watch it live through Facebook and not through Twitch at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's it would have cost a lot of money to get that over there and not on Twitch. But I don't know. Do you think this will damage Twitch? Do you think this will take away the esport community? I don't know.
It won't take them away, but it does affect them Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like a key market of like streaming that is esports
Yeah.
and how competitive gaming will be viewed on Twitch for a little while. Whether
Because-
it'll last is a different story. Like Facebook's obviously put a bid in for it, but
Yeah.
Twitch will maybe bid more next time.
They would have to.
But Twitch floats on its own. You know, like it doesn't necessarily.
It doesn't
need
need esport, but it's just there as an added
like
bonus.
Overwatch League isn't a part of ESL. It's its own thing.
No, you have to watch it on the Overwatch.
So Overwatch
yeah.
Twitch, like you can just go on there.
It's all about MySpace and
Yeah,
the top
mate.
8 friends,
Yeah,
man.
Tom's my number one friend.
Oh, dude. If Scuba's still in chat, he should stick up the Strength 2 Purities MySpace page.
Is that actually still active?
Yeah, it's still active. It's still up. Yeah.
What?
Well, it should hurt Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they'll bite back. I think they'll get something else big. Like maybe they might buy Overwatch League or something like that so it can be rebroadcasted on Twitch. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's going to be huge.
It is it is still broadcast on Twitch.
Okay.
Overwatch League.
So it might be overall you can view
It's
it on
just
anything.
called the channel Overwatch League on Twitch.
Yeah.
But it's not part of Esports League.
Okay.
Yeah, Esports
ESL or whatever
ESL.
it is. Yeah.
So then yeah, it's gonna be, it's not going anywhere near Facebook. So
Okay.
all good. Who cares about Facebook?
I know. It's not a platform for gaming. I don't believe gaming should be a part of Facebook.
Dream
be
Daddy Esports League.
That's our esport league.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Dream Daddy.
First to get fucked real hard by
by Matt.
Matt. Yeah. Games done quick.
Games done quick by Jordan.
Dream Daddy done quick.
Yeah. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay.
That's just DDDQ.
Dream Daddy done quick. That's so good. All right. So this a week before Christmas, this woman in Georgia, right? In Georgia, in America. Basically, her house burnt down and she lost nearly everything inside of it. And she wasn't allowed to enter for a couple of weeks due to health and safety and all that kind of stuff. And they finally said you can go back and see what's salvageable after all that time. And she went back walking through her home and she found the collector's edition of the Guild War 1 expansion, Nightfall. Get that. And she posted up on Twitch. No, not Twitch, Twitter. And she said, look what I found in my burnt down house. And actually, the guys from Guild Wars, the company that makes it, they actually gave her $3,500 US as a little donation,
that's sick.
little bit of money. And they also gave her a sweet bundle of games from Guild Wars, man.
Oh, nice.
And get it. She did a video. That's the video she posted up on Twitter. It's also on YouTube now. But here's the sweet bundle of games she got given.
Yeah.
I love this when companies do
Guild
this
Wars
stuff.
2 signed by the whole team.
Yeah, how good is that? Look at that. Like, what good people. Like, you just stick one thing up on social media and look what can happen.
Yeah, it's if your house burns down, that's pretty fucking shit.
If you lost everything in your home and you didn't have anything backed up or anything in storage or anything, you're gone. Like, what do you do? Like, fair enough, you can get covered by your insurances and everything, but I guess they'll do an investigation, see if it was your own fault or whatnot, but still.
Still, even if it was your own fault, it's probably an accident.
Yeah.
Surely.
It'd have to be. Unless you were like, oh, did you do the wiring in your house? Yeah, I did the wiring. All right, you're stuffed. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Did you hear about what Bethesda did when Fallout 4 came out? No, I didn't. Tell us. Tell us.
Tell us.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I was really happy with that because I love Guild Wars 2, man. I actually played a lot of that game. That was so good when it first came out. But not so much anymore. It's still got a good community, but I don't know. I can't play MMOs like I used to anymore. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
They're too much of a time sink, you know? Can't do it. Okay, so Niju Naka.
Yuji
Yuji.
Naka.
Yuji Naka.
Can you read?
Nuji.
Nuji. It's Yuji.
But anyway, he is the lead programmer and producer of Sonic, the classic Sonic games, right? And he joined Square Enix this week. So
that's a bad thing.
That's a bad thing?
Sonic's fucking crap.
The original Sonics, he has nothing to do with the old ones, but a lot of people love the old classic Sonic games. But let's see what he does at Square Enix. Probably nothing. He's probably sitting on his fat ass in an office.
Like everyone else at Square Enix.
Yeah, guiding all the other plebs to do their work.
Oh, such a dumb company.
I know. But I don't know. It's like I'm hanging out for Kingdom Hearts 3 this year.
I know, but Jesus Christ,
oh,
mate.
it's taken way too long for that game to come out. And I don't know, and they reckon it was because of Square Enix directors on the top that were just taking such a long time to decide if they want to make their own engine for Kingdom Hearts 3 or use the Unreal Engine.
Well, make a fucking decision.
And it took them that long, and they already made half the game in their own engine, and then they changed it midterm, and they went, look, no, let's use Unreal Engine. So they had to remake everything again in the Unreal Engine.
Raiden said they're probably going to hire him to make remakes of the Final Fantasy games.
Well, that's pretty cool. If they do that, I'm going to be playing all of them because I love Final Fantasy, and Jordan's just going to be losing his mind at me. Anyway. This is another random piece of news, but the NBA star Paul George just announced a signature basketball shoe this week, and it's PlayStation inspired. And it even has a trailer, dude, to go along with it. So you want to watch the trailer of this new PlayStation shoe?
Not really, but let's just do it anyway.
Let's just watch it anyway.
It's the PlayStation show.
If it loads. I hope it loads.
Why wouldn't it load?
It should load.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all them b-ball shoes.
Yeah.
Power button.
Motherfucker.
Oh. The power button has 3 modes. On or off. And pulsing.
Oh, it pulses.
Oh, dude. I don't know. It looks... I'm not into these shoes at all.
No.
I think they look horrible. Zoom airbag.
Why the fuck would anyone buy this?
I don't know. I wouldn't. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, it's even got a PlayStation code voucher on the back.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What did I just watch?
This can't be real. Shut up and take your money.
Scuba's PlayStation straight away.
Oh.
It charges, yes, by mini USB.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Probably. And you have to plug it into your PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get NBA 18 for free if you pre-order the shoe.
You actually?
I don't know. I'm speaking shit.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, so bizarre that was. I saw it and I went, oh, we'll have to talk about that. We have to talk about this. But this week, Dr. Disrespect, he actually posted a new video and he announced he's coming back to Twitch next month. And I did like the video that he actually that he posted. It's really cool. And it kind of was like he got captured. That's how his story plays out. He got captured. And we're going to watch it because it looks really cool. And I even know Beta Buffalo, he played it on his stream and wrote him off, saying that he's been gone for too long and he's going to take him over. But we'll watch it, I guess.
Oh, Beta Buffalo's fucking throwing shade, mate.
Yeah, he is. He's like, you're done. You've gone too long.
What a boss guy.
Yeah.
I messed up. I messed up big time. And I didn't think I was gonna make it out alive. I didn't. Oh. I didn't think I was gonna make it out alive. But I did. We all did.
He's a Twitch streamer, by the way, if you want to know. If you don't know who he is, he streams a lot of PUBG. He's been content creating for games for 8 years. So he's been doing it for a long time.
Buffer. Faster. More dominant than ever. And we formed a new club. I call it the Champions Club. Doc 2.0. Coming soon. By the way, did I mention my wife's an assassin? Correction. She's a deadly assassin.
Oh, God, this is making me cringe.
Making you cringe.
Oh.
No.
But anyway, he's back. He's back. Dr. Disrespect is back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn that off, and so that I never have to see it again.
February 5th, he's back, if anyone wants to know. I know a lot of people are excited for that. I also know he got a nice big package from Razer and a bit of a payout, so he's ready to get back into it. I find a little bit of it cringe when his wife is in it. Yeah, I think maybe he had to do that to kind of smooth the issues over. I don't know. I'll include you. I'll include you. You can be my deadly assassin now on my stream. Please don't be mad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's other reasons to be mad.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
God.
All right.
Move on.
Do you remember a while ago when before it was released, State of Decay actually was banned in Australia?
Yeah, I do.
Due to drug use in the game and the drugs' names in the game. Because Australia likes to help their little children not see this and shelter them. And it
Because
shouldn't
drugs
even,
aren't real, bro.
Yeah, they're not real. They're not around. Our kids don't know about them. But this week, State of Decay actually got an R18 rating in Australia. So these little simple little zombie games are getting smacked up for that. Like, it blows me away. This game is not brutal as such. You just hack zombies up. It's not. You shouldn't put an R18 law on that, man. I think it's only as soon as Australia got that R18 law, it was done. Every game is R18 now that used to be MA.
Yep.
It's dumb, but we should do an episode on that about the Australian laws for gaming with what do you call it? With ratings and stuff like that.
They're dumb.
It is so dumb. Like. Expect like they banned like 6 games last year, I think it was, and they've threatened to ban a couple of them. Like Outlast 2 was threatened to be banned.
Yeah. South Park.
Yep. A whole lot. Well, it was. We got content cut out of South Park that
No,
we'll
then
never
it
be
got
able to see.
uncut. Then it got uncut.
Oh, did it? So
Yep.
this latest version is now uncut.
Yeah, it was all over. It was advertised as
Okay.
completely uncensored.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'll probably play this game when it comes out because I did like the original, the first State of Decay. It was good.
Yeah.
I am 8-bit. They actually announced a collector's edition for the Shadow of the Colossus official soundtrack on a vinyl. So this is going to be selling for $40 US, and pre-orders are up now if anyone wants to go get it. It looks really cool, I must admit.
Okay.
I like this stuff, but I'm never going to buy a vinyl because I don't have anything. I can't play them. Like I don't have a record player. But there it is there. So it's the I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's got nice colors.
Sure.
The artwork on it's amazing. The soundtrack, that's the actual cover of it. It looks incredible. Like, I can't wait for this game. This comes out in 2 weeks, and I'm gonna be playing it.
Let's move on. You got to be quick with these small pieces of news.
Hey.
We're losing them, mate. We're losing. You're losing me,
No,
so you're going to be losing them.
No.
That small piece of news. Get
Mate,
that out of here.
We only got one more piece of news anyway. Oh, we got 2.
3 actually, but
3.
anyway.
We can
Actually,
scrap
4.
that one.
Good.
Obsidian, right? They went back to their roots a long time ago with Pillars of Eternity. They've actually opened up the pre-orders for Pillars of Eternity 2, and it comes out on April 3rd if anyone cares about that. And I do care about that, so I'm going to be definitely buying that game on release when that comes out.
Except you didn't even play the first one.
I did.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
What?
It's a good game.
When did you fucking finish that?
Oh, a while back. Because I got hooked into it, man. It's the other one I didn't get hooked into. There's like Tyranny. That was another one they did, Obsidian.
Yeah.
I didn't get that one, but I want to get it. But apparently it was a bit... because it came out the same time as all the big games of 2017, was it? Or 2016, I think it was.
Oh, I didn't know
At
you
the
finished
end.
this game, man. I knew you wanted to play it.
Yeah, I've got it, yeah. And I've played hours and hours of this game, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough then.
Okay. Ubisoft announced that South Park: The Stick of Truth will now be a standalone game, and you can download that in February for $30.
Do they mean the fractured butthole?
No, the Stick of Truth, because the Stick of Truth only comes with a fractured butthole, so you had to buy the whole fractured butthole.
Oh, do you mean
to get
Stick of
this.
Truth will be available as a standalone game?
Yeah,
on
the new consoles.
Right.
Yeah. And
Key
this-
piece of information.
yeah,
left
yeah,
out there,
key
mate.
piece, mate. But anyway, people would get it. God of War, that also got a release date. It did, and I forgot to write that down. When's that? That's April something. The God of War. So that's good. I think I forgot what date in April. But anyway, this is another weird one on Twitch, right? Snoop Dogg was on Twitch this week. Did anyone see it? Did anyone see Snoop Dogg on Twitch? But get this, mate. While he was playing with no hands. How does that work, guys?
Because it's not him.
Because
playing.
it's not him playing. So this is just a little small clip from him playing, and everyone in chat here is going, "What? Playing with no hands?" Everyone's giving him crap for it anyway. Now this is useless. Why do these people jump on Twitch when they're not even gamers and they're just watching someone else's stream?
Because they know that they can be a massive boon for the marketing for the game. Snoop Dogg's playing it. Oh, I'll jump on and give it. I'll buy it. I'll give it a go.
He's smoking all the cig of weed while he's watching it. Yeah. What am I clicking on?
Cig of weed.
Oh, that cig of what?
Cigarette. Cig of weed.
Oh, he's exploiting his. Yeah, definitely exploiting it.
It's not really him, to be honest. I don't really. That's what actual stars are supposed to do. They exploit everything. It's the companies that are getting them to do it. It's embarrassing for them.
That's how you play Chainmail? Always no hands?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. And there's actually been a lot of Twitch streamers that have been banned for that as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. Snoop is praised and people think it's hilarious.
Yeah, see, that is annoying. When people get banned for doing this and then Snoop jumps on, that's garbage, man. Who gives a crap
why you
about that
get
guy?
banned for it?
Because you're not doing what you say you're doing.
I don't know if you're saying you're doing it, though.
Well, they're pretending to play.
Okay, but maybe they don't pretend. Maybe they say, hey, here's a video of a game.
You could do it then, and you could probably do IRL then.
What if you lied, sure enough, but if you said like, hey, here's a gameplay, and here's me, and you said, do you know
me and gameplay of like,
but you just have to say it once in the start of the video, and then everyone else who jumps on, you just go, and you just sit back and watch it. You're like, whoa, look at what I just did there. Like that would be ridiculous. But I don't see why you should get banned for that because.
I don't know. Well, I think it's more because you get paid money for this if you're partnered or doing that.
Yeah, but we're not doing much. We're playing other people's videos on our podcast. You know what I mean? So I think it's a bit strange.
Yeah, but we also get flagged on YouTube for that every week.
Fair enough.
Yeah. He's partnered too.
But I disagree with that too. So
yeah.
Oh, he's partnered?
So yeah, he'd be getting money off ad revenue from that as well.
God damn.
So I guess he is lying about it.
It's not like plagiarism. It's a little bit different to plagiarism. But I see what you're saying, but I still disagree. I don't know. So
we're going to be talking about basically arts. Is gaming art? Is it? But so everyone, give us your opinions of, do you think that gaming is art? Because
is gaming art?
Yeah, I don't know. Because we're going to be jumping into our main topic now, and that's what we're going to be talking about.
Is it art?
Is it art?
Is it art? Or is it not?
Yeah.
So I originally thought this one would be like, is it art or is it tech?
Yeah.
So, because, you know, like it's science. If you say that the bare bones of gaming comes from...
I guess. But also movies are classified art as well. What are they? That's a visual media with technology behind it to film them.
That's right.
But movies have been now classified as art.
But when Doom came out, do you reckon people said this is a work of art, or do you reckon they said this is a fun game?
It's a fun game.
There you go.
Exactly.
But games have always been not associated with art.
But movies have never been art as well. Movies never been at the beginning anyway. At the beginning, they were just a visual film that people enjoyed.
Yeah.
They were never a form of artwork from the beginning, like a painting.
There you go. So where are we now?
We are where we are in gaming. I reckon there is art. But we'll dig into it. There's a lot of people out there that say gaming is not art, and there's been a lot of quotes from all these people out there.
That's right, Emily. We know what art is, and it's paintings of horses.
It's painting of horses or dicks.
That's right.
Anyway, read that. That's what art is. That's the actual definition of art. Art is
what do you mean the actual definition of art?
That's what art is in the dictionary. That's what it says it is.
I'd like to dispute that without even reading it.
Yeah.
Art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in a visual form such as painting or sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. See, I already find issues with that definition, but let's not worry about that. That's just pointless. Let's just go off.
That's what everyone, if they're big, if they're a critic, if they're artistic, dickhead,
I guarantee you,
they're
Aaron,
saying this is art.
No, they wouldn't. I guarantee you, anyone who's big, artistic, dickhead has their own definition of art.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
That's artists.
Yeah.
Is it? I like to look at a woman scratching her nose. You know what I mean? That's art. Right. But anyway.
Raiden likes Zelda Ocarina of Time. So fair enough. That's why you would have enjoyed that gameplay, and when I got frustrated at the end. Games that are timeless are art to me. So that's what we're saying. So what games that are timeless that are art? Games that are timeless are art to you. So what games are timeless to you and games that are timeless to me are different?
So are they all art, or is there?
Yes. Yeah. Aha! We have hit a roadblock.
But yeah, it's crazy when you look at all this stuff and you even see like Hideo Kojima actually stating down here that he said that he acknowledges game it may contain artwork, but he stresses that it's not just art itself. He said it's like, yeah. So
but he stressed the intrinsically popular nature of video games in contrast to the niche interests served by art, since the highest ideal of all video games is to achieve 100% player satisfaction, whereas art is targeted to at least one person. Kojima argued that video game creation is more of a service than an artistic endeavor. Well, I do not agree.
And that's the man that I've always been like, his games are a work of art.
Yeah.
And I always say Kojima makes games.
It's interesting. Since the highest ideal of all video games is to achieve 100% player satisfaction. Well, no. No, it's not. Because a lot of the time, your message...
This quote did come from 2006.
Yeah,
so it would have came around
so
Metal Gear Solid 2 era.
You might feel differently now.
Yeah.
Because interestingly, I reckon that's not at all true. Because The Last of Us, right? This is what I would deem like it's definitely a work of art.
Yeah.
If we just use that as my benchmark, then that game doesn't necessarily appeal to everyone. How could it achieve 100% player satisfaction if it tried to service everybody? If it tried to service everyone's different needs and wants.
And I know that people hate Metal Gear Solid. I know people that do actually hate that game. They think it's garbage. They're like, why do I want to watch that many cutscenes?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, right. And you're right. That's right. Very subjective. So I think he's wrong. But again, he may feel differently now.
well, that was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
it was a while ago. So let's go back up to the top there.
So we've also, like, we can start from down here where Roger Ebert.
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 Mate,
I didn't put the L on. No, it's not actually. It actually is Ebert. I'm only kidding around. But anyway, the American film critic. He's massive, apparently, this guy. I don't know who the hell he is. But anyway, you can go about this. He sees there's two differences between the games, doesn't he?
Obvious difference between art and game. One obvious difference between art and games is that you can win a game. It has rules, points, objectives, and an outcome. Santiago might cite an immersive game without points or rules, but I would say then it ceases to be a game and becomes a representation of a story, a novel, a play, dance, a film. Those are things you cannot win, you can only experience them. No, he's also wrong. Everyone is wrong, okay?
I picked all these guys that are wrong at the beginning so we can all pick apart.
Yeah.
That these guys are saying, no, gaming is an art.
Now, I think that not necessarily always wrong about everything they say.
Yeah.
But thanks, Ryden. I think that when you win a game, so you play a game from start to finish, it's not about the winning, right? When I finished The Last of Us, it wasn't about, oh, I won, oh yay, I won it, I'm done. No, once it's done, it's a wrap up, and it's like when you first look at the Mona Lisa and you analyze it completely and look from the top to the bottom. Not that I would care about the Mona Lisa at all.
Yeah.
But looked at top to bottom, and you've encapsulated everything about that work of art, and you've noticed everything, and then you give your final verdict on whether you like it or not. That's what playing a game from start to the finish is.
Yeah.
When you've captured everything about it, and you go, okay, wow, or you go, okay, that was shit. You know, like
Hey, we've all done that with Destiny too.
That's right. Okay, I wasted my life.
Yeah. Why did I do that?
And I think that's what it is. You from start to finish. Yes, you win, but it's not like that. That's not what they're like anymore. You might win at Tetris. You might win at Super Mario. You might finish Super Mario. But even at the end of Super Mario, you still have the idea of like you're looking back across your every level, every part, all the different ups and downs you felt about the game, all the different emotions you had during that game, even though it's Super Mario, and that's the holistic perspective. You don't just like win and then you just move on with your life. A lot of those games really, like Last of Us, has a lasting effect. Like it's a sort of an accidental pun. Has a lasting effect on people. Other
Yeah.
games do. Lots of other, especially indie games.
Oh, definitely. And that's where I was going to pull up and say, like, Limbo and Inside. They're full on artistic games. There is
Yeah.
no talking. It's just music and you just walking this boy through this dark, gloomy world. And you've got to try and pull a story from nothing out of it. And that's what art does. Art gives you an emotional feeling from something visual, exactly what this Inside game is doing.
Yeah, that's right.
And it wasn't hard gameplay. It was very just walking sideways and little puzzles. But they weren't tough enough to kind of feel good when you finish the puzzle. The more continued on the weird, gloomy, dark world of the artistic direction of this game. So, and no one's ever come out and said this is what the story's about for that game. It's just really bizarre. There's only theories and stuff like that from what's Inside's about.
So it's interesting. What's up, Drip Dry?
Drip Dry.
It's interesting. This Guardian art critic, Jonathan Jones,
Yeah.
published an article arguing that games are more like a playground and not art. Jones also notes that the nature of creating video games robs one person's reaction to life, and that no one owns the game, so there is no artist and therefore no work of art. Well, that's almost like false
Yeah.
by definition. People own the game, the developers and creators
Own the game.
own the game. That's their creation. So if I go, I want to play Uncharted 4 and I want to experience Uncharted 4 and go through the in depth,
That's kind of
it's
like
Naughty Dog's work of art.
It is, and it's everyone's combined efforts.
Yeah.
It'd be like if someone helped sculpt a painting together. It would be their painting. It would, and that would be who owns it. Is that group of people if they call themselves a name?
Drip Dry said, you want to talk about art, play What Remains of Edith Finch.
And I have been going through that, dude. I went through that a bit yesterday. It's been great, but I'm still so confused about what the hell's going on.
Riding. Bob Ross. So yeah, I think there's another one there. Video game journalist Patricia Hernandez described a puzzle in the interactive fiction game Photopia. The solution to the puzzle involves a reveal regarding the player's controlled playable character, prompting experiences, which Hernandez argues could not be made as powerful as they are in any other art form without interactivity. I like this. Hernandez says the narrations in the interactive medium help in the first person and present tense, which are fundamental and often misunderstood elements of the interactive medium. I like that.
Yeah.
Because the interaction, it's just a new version of art. Like,
It is.
if you know, when you went to the science museum and people, the first time someone made like the little hand thing where you put your hand on and the electricity touches the ball.
Yeah, I forgot what they called it.
I don't know what those things are called. You put your hands on it, right? The first time someone made that's like science and art merged together. It's like that in itself being created in there is like, it's probably like, wow. To some people, they go, holy crap, that is amazing. But other people, they just go, it's just an electric ball. But that's what art is. You know, it has an effect on some people and not on others. But when you interact with that little electric ball, that's you immersing yourself in that art and becoming a part of it, which is what we're doing with these games. So like Dark Souls is a great example. Like you guys, lots of you guys in the chat and Aaron in particular, you're just constantly in these games, like these Dark Souls games, and they have a long-lasting effect on you guys because
I call that art because there isn't a story handed to you, spoon-fed to you. You've got to find it, and you got to find it in the environments.
And if you look at like how is, like if I said someone's counterpoint might be that the elements within the game might be art, so the art direction. So
you've got the
big,
visuals,
the big pimp stick daddies from Bloodborne. Like that, their representation in the game might be a form of art.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think that ends there. I'd say their movement sets, their actions in the game, and how they play out in the game as a part of the story also add to the art form, because that's part of.
Yeah, that's them.
Is that them? because that's how. That's you know, they might have movesets. They have that fire thing. They have like fire as well. That they throw
I
you.
think that's other people. They got a lantern as well.
Yeah.
And they go.
That element has certain parts about why they might also use fire in this game.
Yeah.
Like fire has a lot to do with like the bonfires and stuff, also from Dark Souls. So you might be looking at different elements there, but all encompassing, like the overarching feel for the game ends when you look at every element at the end and you go, holy shit. Like this is it all adds up to one massive, what I think is a work of art. I would argue they definitely are, and there's some that probably are less on the spectrum of art.
Well, yeah, when you look at a Call of Duty game and you look at the online feature, do you find that a piece of art? No way. There's nothing in there that's...
I'd be willing to hear the arguments for that.
Yeah.
And I'd be totally... I think Modern Warfare 1 and 2, they're getting close.
Their campaigns are decent, yeah.
And so if we say like, oh, those games are like movies. They're like big time, like they're what action movies were in the 90s and 80s. Like some of them were actually pretty damn good, which action movies aren't anymore.
Oh, and like, for example, I loved Black Ops 1. That was such a cool story.
Oh, yeah, it was a great game.
It was awesome. The campaigns, anyway. I never play online. No. I can't do it. No way. Yeah.
So you get that feeling, and you're like, whoa, this takes you for a ride. And that experience is a work of art. And I think there's still there's elements within games that aren't art. Game mechanics might not necessarily be art in some ways. Like, every Call of Duty has the same game mechanics in terms of shooting and killing and moving on to the next thing, very linear. But then you move on to something like Zelda, Breath of the Wild. And like the whole world is art, first of all.
It's got music built into every action you make. You've got the artistic direction of the actual way the game looks, how it looks all like looks drawn like a painting almost.
Yeah,
it looks
does,
great.
Yeah. And then you've got the actual story of the game, which obviously adds elements to it. But it was interesting in that definition, which is what I noticed first. It says it's usually in a visual form, and I think it's already got issues there because we know that certain books can be works of art.
Yeah, and they don't have no visual whatsoever in them, and that was the actual definition here.
And I think art, like,
it says typically in a visual form.
People call that literature generally, but I don't think I think art is more encompassing. Yeah. Like, I think art's more encompassing of all elements, bigger, like more broad. Only really snooty people would actually try and keep art just about visual things, rather than other like elements that they're not comfortable with yet because they've been studying for so long about art and they don't actually realize that certain things have come into reality that are better than old representations of the fucking Mona Lisa. You go, I could look at that, or I could go and play Last of Us 2 and go, oh my God.
Well, you don't know if that's going to be such a great game yet. Like, it might be a flop, man, but I don't think it is. But Last of Us 1 was a work of art.
So I might have to hang you from a tree. I'm going to lynch you after this.
Oh, mate. All right, well, what games do you classify as art anyway?
Well, I'm done talking.
You're done talking?
I'm talking for a little while because I've talked too much. So what games do you classify as art, Aaron? I'm running out of breath here.
I definitely would put down... definitely put Limbo in Inside, even though that I haven't played Limbo. But Inside was such a cool experience, and you had to figure the story out yourself, which really made me kind of appreciate it more in an artistic form because you really had to think and look and watch this artistic visual kind of thing on your screen and wonder and really put your own story into it. Which I feel is art. Like when you look at someone's crazy painting, you've got to try and figure out what that thing is.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like that is what art is, and that game really did it to me. Like I knew what a dog was, I knew what a person was, but I didn't know the overall story of what this game was trying to tell me.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
Well, that game merges art and games, which is even more confusing.
Definitely is. There's other games that I do appreciate as an art form. I see more of it like when they take. So you've got your standard games where the generations are pulling them up, and this is what the next generation should look like. This is what the world of gaming is. It started off with the Atari, and every game in the Atari thing looked the same.
Yeah.
And I feel that, and it's just gone up and up and better and better. But I feel like an artistic approach is when they don't necessarily need to downgrade. They just need to shift to the side of what everyone's doing, and make something that's genuinely different, but
I think
works.
you can add to that there is a human message within the game.
Yeah.
So like, with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the reason why I wouldn't say it's really high on the spectrum is because there's not really a message to be taken from it other than, wow, that was a really exciting and interesting story.
Yeah.
Right. But if I look at
Rev said getting over it.
yeah,
Oh, dude, now that's a painful work of art. I don't know.
I think that like The Last of Us or maybe some of those games like Inside and Limbo,
Bennett
and-
Foddy. Why the hell does he want
and,
to climb up a mountain in a
Firewatch,
Firewatch is incredible.
like
yeah.
they're trying to give you.
And that Dragon Cancer, that won a lot of awards last year. Not
They're trying to
the
give
previous
you.
year before.
They're trying to give you like a message, like an actual message for you in reality, outside of the game. They're trying to. There's something that the director, the creator wants you to understand.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it crosses that line. It moves very high on the spectrum. Last of Us, they want to tell you that it's not so simple for humans to make sacrificing decisions all the time that only benefit everyone else. It can mean a lot of the time, like those decisions get taken away, and you don't actually want to make those decisions for people that that maybe they do or they don't want to sacrifice themselves. Like human sacrifice is a very interesting.
Well, like Raiden Storm said, the giraffe scene in The Last of Us.
Oh,
that
so
pulled his
good.
heartstrings.
Oh yeah, it's so good. I think that they really they get that the build up of that game. This is why I think holistically you look at it in a big picture, because all of those elements of going through the story with Joel and Ellie lead to the end, and you don't actually feel like he's done the wrong thing in what he decides to do, because you're like, how could I have done any different as well?
Yeah, I probably would have murdered all those nurses and the doctors as well.
That's right, because you're in those shoes. You're like, I've done the 12 hours of this and gone, oh my God, like how could, if someone just tells me that she's going to die, how could I let that happen?
Yeah.
Like I would, you think you would. It's not unrealistic. So, and that's where I think the human message is like, do we just kill people for the good of humanity, or is it like, or are we saying like maybe there's some sort of predetermined rule there that maybe we like if this has happened to humanity, the solution doesn't necessarily lie in killing innocent people to save everyone else. The solution lies in maybe like rebuilding society.
Yeah.
So, and that, again, like we don't know where they're going with the story, but it's just so much in there that I think is definitely art. And it's strange that art critics would, I guess it's not that surprising that art critics might be hesitant to call video games art, especially when
They're
caricatures
too stuck up their asses.
Yeah,
anyway at the moment,
caricatures of games is interesting because they're not what they were 10 or 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And maybe they're a little bit similar to what they were 10 years ago, but even then, indie games were like almost non-existent 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And now look at them.
It's crazy.
They have a whole Game Awards category dedicated to them because of how amazing they can be.
Mm.
So
it's just getting better and better every year, and it's pushing further and further to that goal of it being art and being a more accepted piece of art form.
Exactly. What other questions?
I've got one down there saying, do you think there's a rise in artistic games like creeping up with the indie developers and all this kind of stuff getting into it?
Yeah, I think it's there's a place for artists or artistically minded people to become game directors.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to have a skill in programming. You could have like you could be a writer. You know what I mean? And then you're like, and then you work with game developers and game designers to understand how they could translate that into a game.
Yeah.
But then also get your story across.
And I think that's what it is getting the story across in an artistic approach. And that's been happening a lot lately. Like and more and more of them are winning Game of the Years every year.
Mm.
Indie developers are cleaning up. Like, look at What Remains of Edith Finch. That won a Fair Few Awards last year.
Yeah.
And then before that, it was like That Dragon Cancer won the most impactful game because he wrote a story about his child's journey through the battle of cancer until he died. This guy created it. He kickstarted the whole project.
Actually happened.
It actually happened. The guy that led the project, it was his son that died.
Yeah.
In the whole project. And it was a crazy game. People said it was one of the saddest games they ever played in their life because it had the child's mind as they were going through it. So they were all happy because he was only like 2 or 3.
Oh,
this kid.
dear God.
Yeah, and it was crazy. It won the most impactful game of 2016. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Jesus Christ.
Crazy. What else I got on here? Do you think artistic games tell a different story? So, like, do they?
They do stand out, I reckon, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think it's more the fact that people talk about them more because it's open ended.
I honestly think that the key thing you can look at for the high spectrum artistic games is that the story is what you leave the game with.
Yeah.
And that's where you do question it raises questions for you in reality, not just as a game. So like, you play Assassin's Creed and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I killed that person. Like, well, that was based, it's a non-fiction thing. It was based in a different society. It was based in blah, blah, blah. And you go, oh, well, it was just a really fun and interesting story. Right. But this doesn't leave you with any like sort of long lasting, like, holy shit. Like that's an unanswerable question. A lot of the time, art and philosophy is really tied in together, and philosophy deals with like basically unanswerable questions, or not necessarily unanswerable, but like questions that have no straight yes or no or right or wrong answer.
Yeah, they're like in the gray areas.
Yeah. And so I think where they get into there is where you're left with
And
they
that's-
tell those stories.
And you just basically keep telling the Last of Us story over and over again, where they're the gray area. Do you kill someone? Do you murder someone? No,
Yeah.
you don't know. Like, I don't know if I could.
yeah, could
But
you
in
do
that
it?
game, you would do it in that certain situation.
Yeah.
It's like that gray area. Of
And I think we're going to see a lot more of that especially with not necessarily as artistic as Last of Us, but with Detroit Becoming Human.
Yeah, with the options and the decisions
Yeah.
you can make.
They're more like they're all involving very difficult decisions the
Yeah.
whole time. So
And
I
I'm
think that's
actually
gonna be
really
very
excited
interesting.
to play Death Stranding. That might be
Yeah.
see what that brings, I guess.
that's going to be more visually artistic and almost one of those like where you get into the game, sort of like Hellblade, where you're like, like everything about it it's like stressful because you're looking and you don't understand what you're looking at. I reckon you don't
but
understand.
I think there's like the audio production was on point too, with how they tell you to play that game with headphones on so you can hear the voices in your head, because they made it feel like you
Yeah.
were insane as well. So
I think that's how they're getting that across to
Yeah.
you, and you leave that game possibly going, holy shit, like
what did I do? Yeah,
yeah, they're trying to represent psychosis in a game, and you're like, well, holy crap,
Yeah.
I think I'm close to during that game. I think I was close to feeling what it might have felt like. So
we've already answered this one with artistic games and non-artistic games. We're talking about, say, Call of Duty compared to Inside, all that kind of stuff. So there definitely is
there's
there's
I don't know if
parts in
it's-
each,
yeah.
but I don't think there's
I don't think
Yeah.
there's non-artistic games like that. Maybe I think even at a certain point, something like Getting Over It is kind of artistic in its own direction. Like it's so. Every time I look at it, I'm like, this is so strange. Someone made this game and did the voiceovers for that part. They did. They designed the weirdness of it all,
the mechanics
and the
of the
music. They chose the music. And if I'm going to put myself in that person's mind who made that game, I think that's a bit. That person's a bit strange.
Doesn't that the music piss you off as
That's
well?
what I mean.
It's just
I think it's definitely low on the artistic spectrum
Yeah.
in some ways, and then in other ways you go, like, why did this person choose this? And they go, I don't know. I chose it because I am who I am, and that's a very artistic. If I ask Emily why she draws and she draws the way she does, she's like, that's who I am. This
she's
is what I
just
want to draw.
expressing herself.
Yeah, that's right. And so I know it's a bit of a piss take because Getting Over It's kind of meant to stress you out, meant to be funny, but certain parts of that game, like the music, I honestly think that the music is strange, and you go, oh, okay, so this person chose that music for some reasons there that we're not really sure about, but it works. And the whole picture of the game is just irritating and annoying.
And the quotes and everything like that. Yeah.
That's right. And I think it's, as a whole, you can look at that and go, that's a really funny game. Yes, low on the artistic spectrum, but I couldn't say it's not artistic.
Yeah.
And I think it's very difficult in general to see why that might be, why someone could say, no, it's just a stupid game.
Yeah. The last question overall, the question that probably everyone's been wanting to hear is, do we think games are a piece of art? Yes, I think they're an art form through and through.
Yeah, I think
People spend a lot of time
Mm,
creating deciding and directing the course of a game, it's definitely a piece of art. Just like when someone's painting it,
It just
they've got a
picture-
direction and
pictures
they want
50 people drawing on a canvas.
Yeah, that's what it is. But they all mesh and it comes together into one piece of art. Yeah,
Yeah, and you're like, at the end of it, you're looking at the canvas and you're like, wow.
and like I think Near Automata is a damn piece of artwork too. And Rebs is an artist. She plays instruments as well,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
and she might, I don't know. Oh wait, no.
So
But yeah, overall, I do think it is a piece of artwork.
yeah, I think so too.
And I think they always have been. Because back in the days, it was one person working on one game themselves. And they did it all. And it was
and
Atari.
everything's held in their mind.
Yeah.
And it's just that person's representation of what they were trying to express to you.
Yeah.
In a form that you can interact with, of course, which people are arguing is the key difference there.
It doesn't
But
matter.
I
We can
think-
just modify
Yeah.
art.
I think there's
Well-
art that you can interact with. It's, correct me if I'm wrong, that there's a form of art that involves touching. There's certain forms of art that involve like an experience of the senses. So like you're actually hearing things or responding to
It's just a modern art form. That's all it is.
yeah. It's I think that's a good way of putting it, mate. It's a modern art form, and it's not going away, obviously. And I think it's really important that it's treated a bit more like that
Yeah, exactly.
So
Music's an art form too.
in terms of what it means for the arts for Australia or for the arts for those countries that produce these things. Yes, they sort of talk about them in lines with like Silicon Valley and saying, oh, it's all the LA sort of, they're all game developers living in LA. And it's like, well, look, I think the mind of the person who's coming up with this, who created, say, What Remains of Edith Finch, that the mind of that person doesn't really have anything to do with where they're based. If they're based in Silicon Valley, they had to come up with this story and put and represent it into a game. And all the people who worked on it, yes, they're all based and they're all using tech to create the game.
Who cares?
But-
Tech is the future. It
That's
doesn't
right.
matter.
But
So-
but now we're here. We're done, and this person's mind is giving you this story to walk through, to understand, and to put yourself in someone else's position.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Anyways, we want
that's
to.
it.
Yeah, that's it. We want to give a big shout out for the weeks of what we've done on Twitch and people that have helped us out.
Yep.
Help support our channel, I guess. We had Peter Buffalo. He
Yeah.
subscribed for the 4th month in a row. What
Yeah.
a mad
I
dog.
think Fraser did as well, but I
Yeah.
thought he did recently.
Yeah, I think Frey was on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah,
And we also want to thanks to a big new subscriber, Mr. V.
Mr. V,
Thank you for subscribing this week.
absolute bloody legend, mate.
I want to say thanks to Rebabiz for always just giving us them amazing hosts that really help out our channel and help it grow.
Certainly
So
do.
thank you for
Thank you
doing
very
that.
much.
Yes. You got any other ones?
Troy,
Troy?
always been a legend, jumping on games with us and just
Yeah, doing the
helping make-
multi-stream last night.
helping make our streams or my streams more entertaining. It's always good. I like
You got a good mate there all the time.
good community interaction with Fraser and Troy. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
And we want to obviously do more of that with more people. It's not just those that we
No,
can do with.
I want to get a game with Chainmail Lim and I want to start
There
streaming
you
that
go.
together. Do something like that.
That'd be sick.
It's there. He's probably asleep now because he
Yeah,
lives in England or somewhere.
he's long gone.
Yeah.
Mate. Yeah. Well, that was a really good week, and
What are
yeah,
you streaming this week?
we're doing more Red Dead. I'm going to commit more time to Red
So you're
Dead
gonna be
rather
doing
than
another Red Dead stream, an extra
Yes.
one, yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be playing Dark Souls 3 until I finish it, and then it'll be Demon Souls. I don't know. Well, I'll have to see about that. Because if I am near the end of Dark Souls, I may have to buy the DLC and wait for you to finish Red Dead
Why?
because I need the PS3.
Oh, true.
But Yosh, how you doing, mate?
Damn.
Yeah, so we'll work it out. I might even 2 weeks time. We've got Shadow of the Colossus coming out, so I will be playing that.
Oh, okay.
So we've got time. We have time.
Yeah.
You all in the same room? Yes, we are.
Certainly are, Yosh, buddy.
Yeah,
Yosh.
we're all here. Yosh.
Yeah. So, well, you let me know. I can still bring the
It's all good.
bring the.
I got
thing
plenty of games on the backlog.
The backlog.
Whoa, and the backlog to go through. So
That's what you leave in the toilet, mate.
yeah. Dude, all right. Well, thank you everyone for being here. And Yoshi just jumped in right at the end. So
Yeah.
sorry, mate.
And we'll be back in a week. But we'll talk to you through the weekends in Discord if you haven't joined it.
Yeah, click on the little link below.
There's lots of mad dogs in there.
Yeah, it's always chatting, and you can be the next person to win a Discord award. But we didn't do it this week.
No, we didn't get a game this week. We'll do Discord next week.
Yep, sounds good.
And
you have a good sleep as well, Rebs, because I think it would be late for you, wouldn't it?
No, it's day.
Is it day?
Oh,
No,
wait.
It would be night. It'd be like early morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it'd be
Jesus.
crazy. Go to bed.
Shit a brick, mate. All right.
So definitely jump in, Yosh. Jump in the Discord, and we there's people who want to play games all the time in there. We've got Big Papa that always wants to play Fortnite. So please, someone play that with him on PS3.
Yeah.
Oh, PS4. I meant to say, not 3. Yeah. Anyways.
All right, guys.
Catch us later. Thank you for being here.
See you soon.
Thanks for the follow as well, Yosh. So
legend.
Champion.
All right, guys.
Catch
See
you later.